it's Benny One, and I'm back at you with another movie review, and today I'm going to be reviewing V for Vendetta, everybody. This movie came out in 2006. It looks amazing on 4K, of course. Um, this comic book movie, it's a comic book movie, everybody, that is set in the future with the British totalitarian government, and there is a freedom fighter only known by his alias as V. And he has this plot to overthrow this new totalitarian British government. This movie is good. I think this is a very underrated comic book movie. I do not hear people talking about this comic book movie like they do about other ones. And this is a damn good comic book movie, and it's a damn good movie in general. So it's directed by James McTeague. The Wachowski brothers wrote the story for this, and I honestly feel like the way the movie looked and was shot and everything, I feel like they had a little bit more to do with the movie than just writing it, to tell you the truth. So Hugo Weaving, Agent Smith, plays V. He is amazing. You literally never see the guy's face in this movie, not once. He's behind a mask the entire time, and awesome acting. Like, this is one of my favorite roles of his. We have Natalie Portman. She plays Evie. Her and V's relationship throughout this movie is one of the best parts of the movie. I'm not going to totally dive into what goes on between them because I don't want to spoil the movie that much for you. But their relationship from where they first meet and to where the movie ends, where they're at, awesome. One of the best parts of the movie. Stephen Rea, he plays Finch, and he's our main cop that we follow through the movie. And he has a very interesting story arc also, because he starts out trying to catch V and all this stuff, and then there's things that pop up that he's discovering while he's trying to catch V, because V is labeled as a terrorist in this movie by this totalitarian British government, which is basically kind of like Nazi Germany in the height of their thing. So, and he kind of starts to question the government, like, oh, maybe this guy actually is bringing up these valid points. And John Hurt plays Adam Sutler. He's basically the Hitler of this new government in a way. The way they show him and label him in the movie is basically kind of like Hitler. So this movie is based on Alan Moore's amazing graphic novel. If you like comic books, you like reading graphic novels, please go read the V for Vendetta book. It's so good. The movie's a little different than the book, but the movie is so good still. So when this movie was coming out, all the trailers and stuff and the marketing and stuff were making this seem like it was going to be this big action-packed movie that the Wachowski brothers did, and it was going to be all this crazy Matrix-style comic booky type shit, but that's not what the movie is, and that's okay. There is action scenes in this movie, but the movie is so much more than just that. I feel like the movie does such a good job with the action scenes, but it really does a good job with talking politics and showing how a government can totally take control of its people and control its people. It's a very scary situation. It's kind of funny because I watched this movie, and there's things that happen in this movie that are kind of going on right now in our real life. They're going on literally right now with the way our world is and our country is right now. It's a little freaky, to tell you the truth. But yeah, the movie does such a great job of seriously showing that governments can control people. They totally can. And that's one of the things that I found most intriguing about this movie. The action stuff is good, trust me. When the action scenes are in the movie, they're great. The Wachowski brothers did them. They're awesome. But as far as that, I find a lot of the other shit in the movie way more interesting. So, but it also shows how people can rise up and overthrow governments because of the stupid shit that the governments are doing. So, and I just find that interesting. And it's not like real life. It's a comic book story. So, but it does have things in it that resemble shit that's going on. So it's really interesting. So I love the movie, and the movie has a bunch of great ideas, and it totally inserts them into the plot, the story, and they run with it, and it's done so well. The movie is acted well, it's directed well, it's shot well. It's a beautiful movie. It's really good, and I feel like I feel like it's very underrated because, like I said, I don't feel like people talk about this movie enough. And it's a good movie. If you haven't seen this movie, go watch it. It's worth a watch. Trust me, it's worth a watch. I think it's worth buying. It's actually I would probably put this would probably be in my top 10, top 15 comic book movies, like if I had to make a list. It's really good. If this was the first time I'd watched it in quite a few years, and I forgot how damn good this movie is, you guys. Like, seriously. Great movie. I enjoyed it on the rewatch. Like I said, it looks great on 4K there. So, I'm going to give this movie an 8.5 out of 10. It's a great movie, you guys. Like, seriously. Check it out. And thanks for watching the review. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And I'll be catching you on the tuba laters, because I have spoken.